want to join the Creative Corner every Tuesday, where we vibe with the coolest creators.
But nah, you are too busy catching up on Umkosi, celebrity news and the headliners on the Trusted Talk Wednesdays at 2 p.m.
Embrace your feminine side with the ladies of Sistahood Thursdays at 11 a.m. talking about everything women go through.
Join Amachita, Amahrotmani, the broskis of Sotra, fixing the country, one topic at a time. Thursdays at 2 p.m.
Get ready to spice up your sex life on the 8th hour every Thursday at 8 p.m. where we get down and dirty with the hottest topics. It's all things sex.
Start the weekend early with the feel-good vibes of Kasi Lifestyle Show Fridays at 2 p.m. Put on your dancing shoes, feel the music and connect with the best artist Mzansi has to offer.
And if you're still not satisfied, you can learn a thing or two about living wild, young and free with Ama2K Saturdays at 11 a.m.
And for all you bookworms, relax your Saturday with On Writing at 2 p.m. where you can learn from the best writers and storytellers.
All this and more on Share Radio, the place to be.
You're listening to Share Radio.
You're listening to Share Radio, the best online visual radio station in town. Tune in now and enjoy the best music from around the block. This is Share Radio. This is Share Radio.
umsebenzi by uNumero uthi hamba yosebenza wedali hamba yosebenza it's Khethiwe Kate on Share Online. Us
Sisabile ukuzibambelela madala we
It's about that time. Ukhethiwe Kate waka Mnguni nani niyazi musi. It's a Thursday. Hey bana ngithi yazi nisake sashukuma. Hey uyasibusisa lana uSoul Numero featuring uRoots. Uthi umsebenzi
span
wena amanye yosebenza kuyasikezwa la ekhaya yazi
mongasebenzi odlana
ntwana ni right kodwa mantombazana
aish se right mfethu ezinye izinto kumele ngiyibuza yabo mele uyibone
mara na uyazi musi Khethiwe Kate wakamnguni ngithi ithi ngibingelele abalaleli bami qala it's on 0615247758 mongathi nje uthi titipote kuleyo number yakho kuleyo phone ungithinte ngeWhatsApp nangocingo nje mawufuna nje ku Facebook uyasithola on Share Online radio station uphinde usithole on your X on your Instagram and yebo on your TikTok. Ngithi ke angihambi ngiyiwani nani niyazi I'm not sailing the ship alone. Yay!
Vele phela masohamba wedwa kube ngasasiyona isisterhood.
Wena ngiyobe ngumahamba yedwa.
Umahamba yedwa.
Hi Sisto.
Hi.
Unjani umntwana ngicela umtshele ngiconje ubatshele nje ukuthi yazi bafethu akamhle untombazana.
Amuhle umuntu. Ngamthanda qala umbona. Isimomondi.
Wena. Dami yegedlela.
Sweet. Njengachaze into esimnandi.
Ngithi i-rice ngama toothpick. Two slice yo.
Masisalad.
Ntwana iyashisa lento ngeke ngamposta ne. Ngitheme ngumposta barikimango. Cela ama number ngathi yo. Ene lapha umuntu oqala ama number crush yami. Yes darling, yasikho ukuthi sikubambe nje ngomoya.
Hi guys, it's a beautiful Thursday. It's a Sistahood. Yes, this is the ladies that O to the E behind the MIC. Ladies O behind the microphone.
Nje. How was your weekend? Bafethu. Siqale nje lapho ngithi nje yabona ngindulise nje amathambo. How was your weekend, Zoe?
It was great. Yeah. It was great.
Ha.
Yes.
Ngithi ngiyakubona ntwana olukile. Osimomondi. 3.5. Uyisimomondia. Yo, uyamoyizela is ready to take over the amigos. Yeah. Yes, my love. How was yours?
Awusho ukuthi ngibingelela umlaleli ayibo umlaleli phela amazi ukuthi nami ngikhona. Sengimela ngize ngicelele.
Askisa. Mlaleli wami nani niyazi musi intombe iphuma le kwaZulu Natal ngithi lapha egagasini sekazozisho yena
yebo phela sihamba magagasi
ngolayini.
Yebo ngomlaleli ekhaya ngithi nje ngikubingelele ngikwazisa ukuthi misa yimina intokazi kaGcwaba umbulazi kaMbomhlophe abangazi kancane bangibiza ngengobona abanye bathi ke ngintombende kala yini mabebona bathi ke Dubula magazine safa indlala khumbula sekuyilona lelo hora sihlangana ngalo njalo ngolesine la sisuke sithi nje khona Sistahood ngo11 kuze kuyoba 01 yebo okay ke ngomlaleli ekhaya ngithi nje ngitshela ukuthi nje iweekend yami beyilit it was very lit.
Ithi ngitsheleni yabona mina ne ningenza ukuthi ngibe nesikhwele because noyithuni ngamanta yazi intambo zakhona ama figure boards like your figures jo like they are very portable yabo nina manje mina nginomkhaba yabona nje
hayibo slay with your jojo tank mama
yo
slay with your jojo
all right it's fine. Yeah, but ngiyajabula ukuthi sonke sifike kahle sisaphila siyaphefumula and I pray and I thank God ukuthi ngihlangane nabantu abafana nani life ini
Yebo.
Ngiyaleboga ntwana yaka utlwa.
Go leboga nna go
Bonny.
menagane.
Thank you ntwana. As in ikanjalo, you know, when it comes to you guys, you actually make my Thursday. I'm like, yo ngisewona lezinja zami guys. You know? Yeah, so ngiyabonga kakhulu mlaleli wethu for ukuthi you always tuning in and out disappoint. Like you don't disappoint me, and I thank you so much for your comments on Facebook. Hey, my weekend ngifuna ukuyazi.
Asifuni
Bangilahla.
That's why ngithi angifuni because ngiyabona ukuthi izana izinto ezimbi.
Wena
Bakulahla.
Chomi enengilahlwa
Aselahlwana manje.
Nithi maybe uthatha i-break because ngimncishile.
Break.
Yeah, bekayifuna.
Break yani manje le. Asithathe break la uma ukuthi uthando lakho sathe ukuphela.
Yeah.
Kulungile sosebenzisa olwami.
Yeah. Mina ngijela ngama terms and conditions.
Imaphi lawo ma terms and conditions?
Ke okay, singathi udali anyway. Hayi. Yeah, wabelo wathini ngiyacela ngathi angifuni. Yabona ngisabekele umuntu o serious nge-life which Mr. Mkhize.
Hey, shout out to Mkhize.
So ngiyamkhobela ngithi hayi man ngibekele umuntu o serious nge-life yabona Mr. Mkhize ya. Uyo serious yabo so ngibekele yena. Ukuthi meyazothi ayithole nje i-right isase sealed. Kaye wathi how mix ngcengana yazi inhliziyo yami ababhlungu kanjani but anyway it's fine. No Mr. Mkhize ngapha naye wall angazi kuyenzakalani yazi mara it's fine. It's fine bayangifundisa.
Mjolo ki scam.
Yo ki scam mjolo. Hey bafethu, today we are actually looking forward for this beautiful topic because ikhuluma vele ngabantu aba very important which is women. And yeah, happy Women's Month. It's again. Women, yes, again.
Once again.
Yeah, phela. Next month guys.
Next week vele siyayivala. Kodwa nje kusayiyona ke inyanga yembokode nje saphakamisa imbokode sithi nje okuhle kodwa nibambe iqine abantu besifazane emakhaya nazi ukuthi nje into enkulu into ebalekile nilento ephezulu ekhekheni uyayibona layo
cherry on top.
Yebo.
Ngithi ke nami ngizoyivala kanjalo ngokuthi next month is my month guys. 12 September, that's when I was born, you know. 1991. Ngicela nje.
Yo.
Ningithi phinde nithi wena. So our topic today mesiqeda nje ukuthi kuyophuza amanzi. Sithi kuphuza amanzi ngicela nje simamele le ngoma kancane ithemba lami by uThiza Mathe.
Awusuka.
Woy.
Sangena ngazulu.
Ayikhome.
Mama, damn it.
Shine.
Indoda ithemba lami by uthize mathe sofa silahlane wedad. Kanjalo sibuya kanjalo umlaleli wethu ngicela nje uthi titiphote ngithi ngiyabonga kakhulu kulunga Gcwabe siyabonga kakhulu nathi sithi halala siyakubingelela lapho yey and yes balaleli bethu on WhatsApp ningangikhohlwa it's 0615247775 hey to Khethiwe aka Mnguni angihambi ngedwa you know what I'm not sailing the ship alone yey the topic of the day my ladies Hey.
Agnew.
You know the beautiful thing about this topic is because vele it's a women's month and vele isn't ezingisadinga vele ukuzazi and then it's all about is self-defense, you know?
It's about self-defense.
Self-defense, the topic of the day today. So nje ngicela nje ningitshele ningabanzi ukuthi yini into eniyaziyo o nike nayizwa nje indaba ye self defense ukuyenzakalani uma ungangichazela kahle zotshela umlaleli wethu ukuthi kuyenzakalani when they hear that name self defense or that word means to say
Okay. Self-defense is the act of protecting oneself from harm by using force or violence.
Ntwana yami uyichaza kanjani moyichaza nangesizulu phela
Cela usikhulume kahle isiZulu ma uthi awusachaza la siyachaza
Oh yeah siyachaza Athi ngumzulu wasegoli asicanda kimi give me icanda
akufani njengoba isho nje uzo injengoba isho yabo ukuthi i-self defense it's whereby us protector like us protector wena from lo let's say kunomuntu okharasayo then ufuna nawe ukuz protector kuleyo muntu okakharasayo then bese uthatha something uthi uzama ukuz protector kanti there is where maybe uzolimaza umuntu nanani we call that is self defense ke
yes iqiniso kakhulu umlaleli wethu ngicela nje ungangikhohlwa na uma ngabe ufuna ukungitshela kabanzi ukuthi wena uyizwisisa kanjani when it comes to self defense if you wanna narrate what has been said on the studio please ungakhohlwa on 0615247758 kushare online ungaphinde usifakele khona on your Facebook ungana ku TikTok sikhona and yeah self defense guys baningi vele abantu besifazana abahlulekayo ukuzivikela ona harika ibuwa ka Sesotho re babanga
boa
ya ngiyabuwa babangata bathu abakhoyigi ya yeah uzo i department yakhe le
ngobakinye
hey ntwana yeah baningi kakhulu vele abantu besifazana abadinga ukuzivikela especially because we actually not safe in this neighborhood or in this South Africa as a whole, you know, especially when it comes to drugs abantu nje bafuna ukuzenzela there is someone like there is so many scenarios where like abantu besifazane bafela ezandleni zabantu besilisa so siyenza kanjani siqala kuphi do we train for self defense siqala phi
Yeah, I think training for self defense yeah khona le batho be lo remba ba trainer ba bang
Mina I don't think you get trainer for self defense okay. Let's say sisendlini sonke ne uqhamuka uguy noma nje yaqhamuka umuntu azorepa umama akho la then wena yini ozoyenza qala ngithi uzo act aqala so ngesikhathi uactor wena qala you call that is self defense angithi nabozama like let's say ukhona umuntu let's say uya rape wena mase bakrape then uthatha ije maybe uyashaya umuntu umshaye maybe alale phansi afe so it's not like mele uyo trainer for ukuthi uze ukwazi ukuthi ukhona ukuzivikela khona ezinye izinto yabo noma qhamuka like isilwane siza kanje emehlweni like you always uvale iso ngithi uyasdefend wena qala ne uyasprotector wena qala ukuthi omunye umuntu noma esefika athi uzobona leyo accident or uzobona something eyenzakalile but now kube khona la uzame khona yes abanye maybe baya trainwa, maybe you can train angazi kanjani, but ikhona ezinye izinto ezivele zenzakale nje.
Yazi njoba sikhuluma kanjalo ke mlaleli wami for sure ubonile nje into engingayibeka ngisayibeka nje ku Facebook ukuthi ukhona nje umuntu owazi kabanzi ngendaba ye self defense. He's a trainer. Yana uye ungasitshela kabanzi kakhulu ngale indaba lezi ukuthi what is self defense. Yeah, he's our guest for today. Igama lakhe uShadrack Djunga Yemba. Yes, he's a trainer and yes, sizoba naye la e-studio and then uzositshela kabanzi mlaleli wami aphinda asitshele nathi ngokwethi asazi yini because uyachaza nje uBonny uyasho ukuthi ungamshaya umuntu afe ngestina but the law of South Africa ayikutsheli kanjalo. The law ayikuvumeli ukuthi ungathi self defense.
Ungaboshwa for self defense.
Yeah, uyaboshwa.
Hayibo kanjani? Umuntu uyagrape, mutho urape no uboshwa kanjani? So ora gore victim ayatshwanela go telwela then o attackang o yena tlamileng abele power ho duma gago.
Ish mona, that's
one
the
rape
law.
And then
it's inkonzela example yabo KZN kunama snake nenyoka ne kakhulu. So khona inyoka ongakwazi ukuyishaya like mawuyibonile mayisendlini bathi mele ufone ufonele bona ukuthi baze bazoyikhipha bona.
Hi guys,
bo wena noma uyibonile wayishaya so wena sewunecala why uyibulalile.
Ish. Yeah, mlaleli wami mengabe now you have been in that kind of scenario where like you had to actually defend yourself and then mengabe uyasimamela indaba maybe usejele like uyasimamela nakhona ngizoqela nje ungakhohlwa ukutofeza nje ifoni yakho on 061 5247758 ukhulume ngako ukuthi nami ngilana njoba ngilana is because of self defense. Baningi vela abantu ababoshiwe kakhulu for that word nje ukuthi self defense
yabo self defense bengayikho bangithi ukubone ukuthi bazothi umgwazile uma esungene kanga bazobuka ukuthi how deep was the knife engene la so bazothi hayi wena bo umshayeli bomlokhuzane lokumbulala that was not a self defense attack available umbulala ngapha wena bo usivikela
and when we victim
yo cabanga
hayi mara yazi ezinye izinto azikho
ezinye izinto azikho fair ayazikho fair
azikho fair. So mlaleli wami ngiyacela futhi uthi nje titipote on 0615247758 sikhona ku Facebook, sikhona ku TikTok, sikhona ku X and sikhona ku Instagram. YouTube we are also there. Like this is a beautiful topic because you see inyanga yabantu besifazane
like akusiwo umuntu esifazane kuphela omele as defense nabantu besilisa nabo bakhona ababoshwayo bakhona futhi abayithola bese inkingeni just because benze i-self defense bona self so lento it's involving wonke umuntu uyabona
bazidefenda kanjani and from what?
No, from the perpetrator.
Maqhamuka isigebengu, let's say qhamuka isigebengu sizophuca uGuy phone. uGuy mela yenzeni. So yabo like izinto ezenzakala anytime yabo.
Ikanjalo kakhulu. You know, speaking about that, there is like omunye usise ngimaziyo ke watrenda kakhulu ku TikTok mayelana ne self defense but because ama lawyer wakhe was I wouldn't say ama lawyers bewe but lawyer yale perpetrator actually won the case because he won the case ukuthi haena you have been abusive to me nami bengis defender you know so change a story sekazenza i victim and then le victim yamampela because action yakhe was actually more of uyabona ukuthi maybe ize nangokwata yazini so she lost the case but the perpetrator actually got away with it. Ziningi izinto okumele sizibheke as the society as large and nathi government man again
bayasifaila man
they fail us a lot. How many people are in the correctional service who are like,
innocent,
who are very innocent. I did
people.
This act because I was defending myself.
And the mosuphuma ejele like into engigwadisa ukuthi mosuphuma lapha awutholi next bathi nje sorry nananani
there's no sorry ne society
like ijikele lona yes sobuye ejele so umunye umuntu uthola ukuthi leyo nto awuyenzanga at all noma bona bowusdefenda wena self if awusdefendanga ngabe wena ufile ngabe wena ufile so umthetho sometimes nawo nje ubuye that's why kunama cases amaningi afanayo just because nalokuzana namalozi wethu hayi ngeke guys
hayi they are failing us
they are
very failing us on Monday bokhona nje istory bake basibeka emaphephandabeni ne where the guy actually killed his own son bebalwa ubaba wambulala wathatha nje ucelemba wamkhatha wambulala so it was shocking because indodana ngeke izikwazi ukuyikhulumela ukuthi maybe I was self defending myself do you understand the father killed the son. They were fighting. So kuze kufike kulelo zinga lelo ukuthi ngilwa nomzali wami kusho khona ifika kanjani kusho khona ukuthi bengiyivikela so yena ubaba wambulala do you understand so it made to me it's this week's issue actually on Monday ziningi kakhulu mlaleli wami ongangikhohlwa if you know anyone who is a victim and ukhona use he's actually in the correctional service serving their sentences for self-defense don't hesitate just holler at me on 0615247758 ngithi ke outing ngithi siyophuza amanzi kancane sithi nje ukuphuza amanzi ngiyazi ke ngishalo libone the entertainer uthi lifasikidish woy yeah.
Nangena raps.
Ingoma zakhe.
Khethiwe
You know you want to join the Creative Corner every Tuesday, where we vibe with the coolest creators.
But nah, you are too busy catching up on Umkosi, celebrity news, and the headliners on the Trusted Talk Wednesdays at 2 p.m.
Embrace your feminine side with the ladies of Sistahood Thursdays at 11 a.m. talking about everything women go through.
Join Amachita, Amahrotmane, the broskies of Sotra, fixing the country, one topic at a time. Thursdays at 2 p.m.
Get ready to spice up your sex life on the 8th hour every Thursday at 8 p.m. where we get down and dirty with the hottest topics. It's all things sex.
Start the weekend early with the feel-good vibes of Kasi Lifestyle Show Fridays at 2 p.m. Put on your dancing shoes, feel the music, and connect with the best artist Mzansi has to offer.
And if you're still not satisfied, you can learn a thing or two about living wild, young, and free with Ama 2K Saturdays at 11 a.m.
And for all you bookworms, relax your Saturday with On Writing at 2 p.m. where you can learn from the best writers and storytellers.
All this and more on Share Radio, the place to be.
All this and more on Share Radio station. It's 061-524-7758. Ngicela nje ningasikhohlwa mlaleli wami. And yes, as we go further with the topic, the topic of the day today is self-defense. So if you know anything or anybody or any clue of what is self-defense, so yeah, can you
even if you don't have any clue, so now we have the person who's going to clear.
Yeah, we actually have our guest in studio today, who is actually a trainer for self-defense, and he is actually going to introduce himself. The name, please, sir.
Hi guys. My name is Yemba. Shadrack Yemba. I'm an EFC fighter. I'm a professional fighter.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it.
You saying you're an EF what?
EFC fighter.
Okay. You're an EFC.
Yes.
EFC.
He's
yes.
so handsome.
Thank you so much.
All right. If you can actually give us because that's an abbreviation of what does it actually mean? The whole meaning of
It's Extreme Fighting Championship.
Oh, okay. Hey, bafethu. He's a championship. He's a champion. He's a championship. Hey, Sikhwa. Today bafethu ngisazozigama ne. Yeah, but he's a champion. And yeah, please tell us more about that. Do you actually earn your black belt, your white belt, your yellow belt? And yeah.
Yeah, so I've it's a long process.
Okay.
I've been training martial arts since I was about 7 years old. So I had a journey through different martial arts like karate, boxing, judo, and eventually I ended up in mixed martial art, which is the cage fighting. It's basically just throw two people in there and let them maul each other, basically.
All right. So how do you actually? What was your main? Why did you actually decide to just do the martial arts?
Yeah, it's when you're playing soccer, you win. It's like everyone wins. But it's martial art. It's like if you lose, you let yourself down. If you win, it's the best feeling ever. And just the need for thrill. You're always looking for this next level feeling of danger, and you want to feel it. You want to be the best at what you do best. And mainly for me, it was because my cousin was a professional boxer at the time I was finishing high school.
Okay.
And you were inspired by him.
Yes, he was convincing me. Because I was good at fighting, but I didn't have the heart to go any further with it.
Okay. So now how many people are there in South Africa or in your area where you actually are located that are actually doing this?
Oh, you'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. It's a growing sport in South Africa right now. In my area, because I'm from Florida, they have a gym in Florida, Raptor Rock, and there's about 25 guys every night at the gym now. And that's just because before, maybe 3 years ago, there will be only like one guy or two guy because people were scared of the sport. But now even mothers come drop off their kids there to learn how to elbow people.
Okay. So now,
are the girls allowed?
Yes.
Really? Yeah,
Girls
they
are recommended. Girls are recommended.
Let's go there.
It's the place to be.
All right, I'm also coming because I'm seeing a potential. I'm just joking.
No, I'm not.
You are taken.
Yes.
Can I see your ringer?
Not yet. She still have to work.
Where is the ring?
There's no ring yet.
Ladies man Tombazana, has show online radio station. We are talking about self-defense today. So, Sam, if now, what would you say to our listeners? Because they just actually want to know what is self-defense. How can they train? Are you a trainer also? Do you train people?
I deal more with development of the lighties or the kids. I'm sorry. So development of the kids in terms of if I train kids that want to become fighters or just kids that trying to deal with bullies or stuff like that. I deal more with kids than I deal with ladies or with males. It's more like competing males. That's still competing in the amateur ranks. That I help more with that. I train more that's more of the people that train. So
it's a same person who train ladies, or there's a lady who's training ama ladies.
I've got girls that I train. I've got girls. I've got maybe 3, 4, 5. Let's say 5 girls altogether that I've trained that turned out to be really, really good martial artists at the end of it. It's not a gender thing. It's just more focused on if you are coming to learn how to defend yourself. I will only deal with you if you actually want to learn how to defend yourself. Not just do one class and then I'll see you again in 6 months and then I like the people that come with a purpose. There's girls that really come with a purpose and within 2 months they want to compete and get in a grappling tournament and express themselves. It's art at the end of the day. It's art. It's supposed to be beautiful.
All right, I hear you saying it's art, but now let's say you have you ever actually trained real victims and then they are actually tired of being afraid, they just want to stand up for themselves. How do you actually go about mentally preparing that person, if I may ask?
Yeah. I've trained a girl once. I can't disclose the name. She was dealing with bullying and self-esteem and just feeling always on edge because of the environment and stuff like that. And the best thing you can give these people mentally is the idea that, so what happens in a fight scenario is this: the first person to quit loses, right? So if I'm gonna attack you and you just willingly take it, you most likely will lose, because the day will get longer for you compared to if you were all about to attack me. What makes a professional fighter dangerous is the fact that I'm not about to give any of you a good day. It's going to be long for everyone, right? So regardless of the outcome, so self-defense, what I teach them mentally is not about the outcome. It's about people don't want to deal with people that are too hard to deal with. If I'm willing to go down with you, you don't want to go down with me. But if I'm afraid of violence, all you exhibit towards me is violence.
You were asking us what is defense? Self-defense. So now, since you are here, I want you to tell us really what is self-defense.
Self-defense. So the way I will put it is, how do you keep everyone else around you in check when they're about to harm you, right? So I don't have to punch people in every street, but I really want people in every street to understand that if you're about to punch me, I will punch back.
So it's not like we are breaking the law now, because
I'm not trying to break the law. My self-defense is the barrier there's the wall I put around me to defend me from all outside attacks, right? So if you were gonna attack me verbally or insult me or anything, I need you to understand that there will be repercussions for such actions. that is self-defense for me. Even if the action towards the defense is running.
Okay, you're talking about words here, but now let me just say I swear you and I tell you shit,
Yeah.
What will you? How are you actually gonna actually respond to me? Are you, because now you are you are actually a professional?
Yeah.
How are you gonna respond? Are you gonna respond with a clap, a smack, or how are you actually gonna respond?
I'd
to
walk
me?
away. I feel like the best self-defense, what I always tell my students is, the most efficient self-defense is getting away.
Okay, because you earlier on you just spoke about bullies, like a victim of being bullied at school. Why were you training that person regarding the bullying? Because now you actually have to find the mental state of that person. Probably they don't need training for their physical training, but they actually do need your mental training. Do you understand? So I just want to know, how did you actually take that person through it? Did you just say, okay, you can join my class and we can start defending yourself physically now? And the problem is actually bullying.
It's more psychological than
physical. It's more psychological. Yeah, that's true.
Yes, the issue with, especially with girls, right? The issue comes in, you were born with 4 brothers. They always looked after you, right? So the minute you go to varsity, you leave Johannesburg, you go to Cape Town, whatever, you don't have 4 brothers. Then reality starts hitting, right? Everything's like you alone in there.
Yeah, there's no one defending.
There's no one defending you anymore. But there's also girls who face that in the earlier stages, which is worse. I feel like if you're 17, 18 going upwards, you still like, you're finding, who you are more or less. If you're a speed cop, like if I say something funny to you, you'll say something funny back. Like,
yeah, it's true.
You know where you stand. If you're not a pushover, you're not a pushover. If you're a sweet girl, you just avoid problems. Like, you know where you stand. But
people are provoking.
Yeah, they'll provoke you, but you'll know who you are. If you're like if you're a very peaceful person, you will avoid the issue before it even becomes an issue.
Yeah.
So you become a runner. Like it's about to pop, you're
so
out of there.
If you run away, they will say you are a coward.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Need to prove a point that you're not.
Sometimes you have to prove a point.
You have to prove a point.
No, I'm not a coward, man. You can do it.
The
you
issue
can
is
fight.
so let's just put it apart for a second, right? So let's talk bullying at school, and then we'll do self-defense. So if we're talking self-defense, you're not just looking at insult or fights, or we're looking at gun violence, robbery, hijacks. Someone can die at the end of that altercation, right? That's when I think of self-defense, I'm just thinking of all of that in the same place. So if you were in a situation where you're being attacked, don't assume it's going to be something you can handle. Because we always have that assumption. Like, food tech, now with food tech, why do you think that food tech you just let go you can handle what's going to come afterwards? What if he has guns? Then suddenly you're saying sorry.
Or knife.
That's not smart self-defense, because you already offended him, so a sorry is not so useful anymore. So in case of self-defense, the first lesson I would teach these ladies is, if you are at the space where, let's say it's like 4 or 5 meters away from you, the best thing to do is, if he's adamant on attacking you, is run. You've got the head start, right? Run.
Okay, let's talk. Okay, I understand that though, ne? But now let's talk about that certain victim that actually came to you for help. Did you clarify to her that you're actually going to just teach her physically, or did you actually prepare her mentally first? Because if that person is she is very broken to actually look for classes that I need to defend myself, mentally she is already broken. Did you actually sit that person down and actually train and go through the process mentally with them first?
So what happens is, in case of the little girl, was the only things you are so scared of are the things that you're not comfortable with, right? So the idea of me fighting only sounds scary because you've never been punched in the face. But if I get punched in the face every day for a certain period of time, I normalize my situation. So when I'm in a cage, I'm not frightened by the pain or the cut or the blood or whatever, right? So when the girl comes in, whatever her fears are, it becomes like my kind of training plan to make her face it at a safer environment where in case she breaks down, we can just stop.
Okay.
In case she can't breathe anymore, we can just stop, right? So what we call it is deep waters in MMA. It's like the idea of the person comes in and you just can't handle violence. So we give you controlled chaos. Okay. So you just get picked up, land nicely on the floor, not the way they'll land you if they really were trying to kill you.
So there is a technique for landing.
Yeah, like they'll look after you. You need to do it. A professional fighter will obviously look after you, but I'm making you go through things that will potentially happen to you at the safer environment. So the day it actually happened becomes muscle memory. You know, like, okay, when someone holds me funny, I need to push here, I need to hit here, I need to run this way, I need to do this. So
you are hijacking not now.
You know, you are speaking about muscle memory. If you can actually elaborate on that, because now, we have like your mind memory where you can actually remember everything. But now, when you say muscle, are you telling me that my muscles can actually remember what I actually trained for?
100%. So you get to a point where if you're too scared, you don't have time to think. If you're too scared, you don't have time to think. If your heart is beating too fast and you can't really like figure out what's just happening because there's a man that's really trying to hurt you and for some reason is on top of you.
Okay.
Right?
So it's like a reflex.
Like you know how to eat whether you're thinking or not.
Yeah, it's
pick up the spoon and you.
Wow, all right. I'm going to be learning a lot. If you want to know more about self-defense, it's 0615247758. Ngithi nje uthi ukuzamela kancane uzibuzele nawe umbuze while the chance is there, you know. Ithuba lisasekhona ukuthi ungabuza if ufuna ukwazi kabanzi ngobhuti. Where can our listeners actually get you?
My Instagram is Djunga Shadrack and my Facebook is the same thing, Djunga Shadrack.
Okay, so do you charge?
For the classes?
Yeah, for the classes.
Yes, I do.
Okay, it's actually a living.
It's living.
Yeah, you're making a living out of it.
Yes,
out of your profession.
It's my profession. Yes. So I don't really do anything for free.
Yeah. So how much must I pay just to see and touch your muscles? It's gonna be an excuse for me to say I'm coming for self-defense.
No, you don't get to actually spar me. You get to like we try to keep the environment really like friendly because usually for women it's also uncomfortable to come to a place where there's so many men and suddenly they all are just like allowed to pick you up and toss you. Suddenly it can bring up stuff. We don't know what's your background.
You haven't found a person like me, like who like
willingly.
Willingly.
No.
Can you please train me? Darling.
No, not like that.
All right, mlaleli wami ngicela nje ungakhohlwa again ubut Shadrack ukhona Shadrack yes. Ukhona ku Instagram, ukhona on your X, are you there also?
What is X again?
It's Twitter.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Or Facebook, you there also.
Yes.
All right, mlaleli wami mengabe uyafuna futhi ngihlala phansi usazoyiqhaqha nje ubhuti Shadrack asitshele kabanzi ngalesikolo sakhe sokuthi hey, we do this and we train you for how long ne? Hey, for how long? Yeah. Alright, mlaleli wami ithi nje ngihambe ngiyophuza amanzi kancane ngithi nje ngokushane indodakazi yentandane uthi kwaze kwasa. kwaze kwasa indodakazi yentandane.
You want to join the Creative Corner every Tuesday, where we vibe with the coolest creators.
But nah, you are too busy catching up on Umkosi, celebrity news, and the headliners on the Trusted Talk Wednesdays at 2 p.m.
Embrace your feminine side with the ladies of Sistahood Thursdays at 11 a.m. talking about everything women go through.
Join Amachida, Amahrotmane, the broskies of Sotra, fixing the country, one topic at a time. Thursdays at 2 p.m.
Get ready to spice up your sex life on the 8th hour every Thursday at 8 p.m. where we get down and dirty with the hottest topics. It's all things sex.
Start the weekend early with the feel-good vibes of Kasi Lifestyle Show Fridays at 2 p.m. Put on your dancing shoes, feel the music, and connect with the best artist Mzansi has to offer.
And if you're still not satisfied, you can learn a thing or two about living wild, young, and free with Ama 2K Saturdays at 11 a.m.
And for all you bookworms, relax your Saturday with On Writing at 2 p.m. where you can learn from the best writers and storytellers.
All this and more on Share Radio, the place to be.
Welcome back, guys. Ke yona Sistahood ntse re bolela ka self-defense. Tse rena le sivakashi sa rena, Mr. Shadrack. And then if oberekisa tsela ya ko Dobsonville, itse gore ba e tswaletse because go na le strike ba lwela mabone. So obe mo. So I just want to know, Mr. Shadrack, gore what are common challenges women face when learning self-defense?
When learning self-defense?
Yes.
The main one is the emotional part, right? Like it's a hard. It's true. The sport is not an easy sport. It's not like cricket and soccer. It's really demanding. And most of the time, the most common one that I've seen is when they fall in love with the male fighters there, and then they break up within the gym, and then when they break up, she stops the sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the most common one.
Yeah, don't mix business with
Don't mix business with pleasure.
Yeah.
That part is nice.
That's the most common that I see. Like they start dating someone in the gym, or they fall in love, or start having crushes, and then suddenly they're not coming there for their growth anymore. They're coming now like to see this specific person. And the days this bro is not in the gym, suddenly you don't see Mugel. Or when Mugel is upset, the guy doesn't show up. Then it just kills the whole dynamic. But besides that, that's common. That's common for both males or females. Besides that, it's a really nice environment because what girls get from being in the martial art gym is you get to meet other girls that have almost similar stories to yours. So you actually start building friendship from a place of we went through the same thing, so we're gonna build and grow together type of thing. Like they empower each other in a way, and they get really competitive and really mess each other up sometimes.
So how does it long to go for a train?
How does it how long does it take?
As long as it take to train, an hour class will be good. Like 4 times a week, an hour class will be good, because in mixed martial arts you need to learn how to box, learn how to fight on the ground, learn how to wrestle, learn how to kick, learn how to knee. And in case of self-defense, these are things that can really come in handy, because as for being a woman, you're usually smaller, right? So the best sport for a smaller person who's going to fight against a really imposing person, a male, for example, is jiu-jitsu, right? So you can just tangle him up and catch him on submissions, and before he even knows it, you're choking him out.
Okay. So did you actually get some sponsors when you were starting your training facility?
When we're starting my training facility, I don't have a
you
training
haven't?
facility. I've got I train in different gyms, right? Different gyms, but I've got students in my home gym. That's where I train most of my career to become a professional fighter, right? In Raptor Rock in Florida. So he's like a father to me, Giannis. So he gave me the place for free for me to train the people, and I trained his students as well, and I trained myself there. It was not like, I don't have a facility because it's still a bit too early for me to dive into the business side of the thing. I'm still want to compete. I still want to mess some people up.
Do they get the certificates?
Yes, you get
After
belts.
training?
You get belts. Yes, you get, it's achievement.
Really?
Yeah. You become. You
You
get
know,
graded.
it's the year of the Olympics, right? I want to know, how do you did you actually go? Did you get a chance to train for that, and how did it go?
The thing with Olympics, it's earlier on when you're like younger, right?
Okay.
When you're not yet competing professionally as a mixed martial artist, so you're doing a specific sport. Let's say, for example, you're doing judo. Then you can go do the judo Olympics, and you're doing this. But I've got no interest whatsoever.
Why?
Huh?
So you're doing this for
what? For money.
No. Like you doing it for the love of it, or you are not doing it for, I wanna see myself, I want the world to know about Shadrack. I want South Africa to know that, hey, I'm here,
Yeah.
So you haven't seen yourself as that big.
No, I've got a clear trajectory, which is to be a world champion, right? And I am going towards it beautifully. I was a GFC, became champion at GFC. Now I'm at EFC. I want to get the title, and I'm going to go to UFC. So thinking about Olympics is just going to like shake my plans a little bit. And I'm kind of like I'm a bit of like a control freak on my like things I think about.
You are a disciplinary. Yeah.
Not
control freak.
There's a way, and there's what I want. I want the EFC belt. I don't want a medal. I don't even know which country I'll fight for.
Why?
I'm not South African.
You are Congolese,
so
which is but
they're not in the Olympics for.
So that limits you, because you're not in
it
South
doesn't
limit me. I can go fight for Congo. The issue becomes is I'm a foreigner in South Africa. I'm more of a foreigner also in Congo. So you're kind of like stuck in between. You don't really like have a home like.
But you're telling me right now you are not you haven't gotten your your what you call your citizenship
from Congo,
from South Africa.
No.
So your papers say you are a Congolese, right? You are from Congo.
Yes.
Which is you can actually go to the Olympics and actually represent your country.
No, it's not like. It's not that nice, guys. Olympics is only nice if you're running or something. There's plenty other avenues as an MMA fighter than the Olympics. The Olympics is great when you're doing judo and karate and boxing. If you go to Olympics as a boxer, as a wrestler, really good for your CV. As an MMA fighter, might as well just fight in the biggest promotion in the world.
Okay,
So you also train in boxing?
Yeah, everything.
Karate, boxing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a black belt in karate and judo.
Okay, so with this EFC, it's actually categorized in how many how many splits?
Splits as in
you have your boxing, right, in your
Karate.
EFC.
What
you
else?
have karate, you have your judo.
So EFC is just a promotion, right? Just a promotion. The sport is called MMA.
Oh yeah, MMA.
MMA, right? So in MMA you find different styles within one like cage. So the idea was before it was boxers versus boxers. Now they were trying to like when they were starting the sport is let's find out how a boxer will do against a wrestler.
Okay.
And let's find out, because then to stop the debate, because the debate was like, I'm a karate kid, I'll do Daniel's son and you'll just lose your teeth. But now let's find out how would a karate kid do against a boxer. And then, so it's just like a mixture of all the sports.
Okay, so where does Van Damme in this category falls under? Is he a street fighter, or he's a judo fighter, or is a karate? Who Van Damme ungena plan? I wanna know.
You know what? I would love to know as well. I was such a fan of Van Damme.
No, but you watch TV and you're like, yeah, this is my profession. This one, you know, even the way this is self-defense, man. You know, when you're watching. So where does he actually fall?
Based on how he fights. Based on how he fights, I would say he's a taekwondo guy. Like, it's a type of karate. Right? I would say he's a taekwondo guy based on how he kicks and he likes kicking. He's definitely not a boxer.
And Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is also like a black belt karate, high level karate.
Oh, yeah, I have fit to nani niyazizwe lukhethu uyamazi Van Damme uyamazi Chuck Norris ngicela nithi ku WhatsApp yami 0615247758 nawe ubuza nje uMr Shadrack umbuzo ngoChuck Norris ngoJiggy China uJet Li yazini buzani hey mina ngifuna ukwazi kabanzi ukuthi uJet Li yena Jet Li was a karate person, right?
I would not know that.
All right, I wanted to break the ice, you know, but yeah, at least I do know now that Van Damme was more of a judo fighter. Yeah. All right. Now, where can our listeners actually get hold of you when they wanna train? And you must actually do you do things for free? Like, do you actually do pro bono? If do you actually do that? You can actually tell them, and how with how many months, how many weeks does it take for you to actually do a pro bono, so that they actually know more. If because we find those who like, I want to be in the Karate Kid movie, you know, or I want to be the black who. You know, the black samurai, you know, but now I want to train, I want to know all those moves. Since I have this knowledge that there is Mr. Shadrack and I can find him in Florida, how can I get in? Because I don't have money, and he's saying there is something, Yana. Yeah, you are charging, and I don't have that, but I would love to actually do more. I wanna see myself there. How do you go about it when it comes to those clients?
So charging is not per se like you have to pay me your life savings or something like that. We have what we call workshops.
Okay.
Like with workshops, usually I'll work like with women. I'll do like self-defense class, like for the whole, like maybe for 2 hours of a random Saturday. We'll invite as many women from the community as possible, and we'll show them a couple of nice moves that they can do in case they're trying to grab their bag or something. Just like a fun day, a boot camp type of thing.
Okay.
So we have that going on. There's workshops that goes on like every month, maybe once every 2 months. If I'm not too busy preparing for my own fight, I find ways to like slide in workshops for women, for kids, for high school. Like there's that. And if you can't afford your training, you can still come to the gym based on your like dedication and like hard work. Usually the coaches, like at Raptor Rock, the coach gives basically free training for the most dedicated students.
Okay.
Like, the kid he does well, he's disciplined, he shows up every day, but his parents are not doing so well. So he allows him to come train every time. At Apex South, they give like you get benefits as well if you are dedicated. So it's really like, it's not about the money really. It's not really about the money. I'll make the money when I go fight myself. But if it's about like, if it's that bad, you can't afford the 200 rand a month, right? Then you really like,
it's 200 rand.
Yeah.
So it's also it's a
affordable.
There's a question. It's also a profession for you, right? Let's say is there any career path regarding that profession that you actually have that actually can go to work as this is my career and it's also my profession?
Like career path, like what?
Okay, for example, we have your translators, and they're actually needed in our courts.
Yes.
So with you, is there any? We have our doctors where they are actually needed in the court of law. What about your profession? Is there any career that you can say, okay, since I'm doing this, and I can actually do this as earning an income each and every month
without having to fight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, plenty.
Okay.
Like you guys could literally be like MMA connoisseur. You have your podcast. You come here. There's a lot of guys that do that. You go train. You learn the sport. You enjoy the sport, but you don't have the fighting, like the competitor edge. So you start like doing a podcast about them. Like you can do a podcast. You can become a coach. You can become a padman. You can become a cornerman. You can go learn how to heal the cut or to fix up the cut in between fights. You can do like first aid in case someone's like chokes out, can't wake up, what to do. Like this, there's a lot of you can do around the sport. Like nutrition, you can learn how to help these fighters do their nutrition. You can learn like personal training, fitness, like picking up weights and stuff. So for me to go compete, let me give you a picture. For me to go compete, there's about 20 people involved, right? Just for me, one person to go in that cage. So when I win, that's 20 people won. I've got a nutritionist, my sponsors. I've got about 4 or 5 coaches, a boxing coach, a wrestling coach, right? I've got sparring partners. I've got the lady that's responsible for my health in case I'm like, oh, geez.
Why specifically a lady?
A lady. Yeah, they look after you. Like it's that mother thing.
Motherly touch.
Yeah, they're not like shake me off. Like
I just want to know what motivates you to continue working in that field.
What motivates me? Legacy. That's about it. Like I've got a degree in marketing, and now I'm a teacher, right? I teach at the center, like English and business management and stuff. And I like it, but I feel like I'll die sooner if I just did that.
Why would you think that, man?
Why that though?
Yeah, it's not fulfilling enough. I feel like that's what motivates me to do the fighting. Fighting is fulfilling. It's doing something I'm uncomfortable with. I'm forced to to show up to do something. As a teacher, I just have to wake up and show up at the office.
Yo.
Yeah, that's about it. That's not so fulfilling. It's just waking up.
Alright, balaleli bethu ngizocela nje sithi kancane ngikushaya no isono God Smoky. Boy.
Zazi ukuthi bongazwani noma olila ngifuna ukwazi ufila njengenyoka ehlobolozi wemgodini lapho ngiphuma khona ngijabula ugodini ngene enyameni ukhanya lesinyama igama lami ihlezi semazinyweni wakhe ngathi nyama ukhula ungenathando labazali inyembezi ngagcwalisa ibariva uthixo yandiva inyani nameva lamacala wabazali ngiyawaseva siyanyamazela sithela amachaphazela angisafuna ukuhlala nasendlini bazongifakela ipoison mase slide from disrespect there's no going back ukuthola ukuthula uzula uthwele inkinga uncane isilonda singapholi inkinga aziboli ngicela ungazisoli the apple doesn't fall far from the tree bazami imithi bafuna ukuyisa lembewu bangizami emaphupheni I was 8:30 ekuseni. ikhona ile solo uzonona inzondo yephakamisa inyongo yesuka bufiki kubusongo uba phansi sicela abawisela umthwalo asifuni ukuphila ngovalo singaphele isizo inyani yangeke uzoyive let's forgive and forget ngoba sekuwesile mess uvutha amaphutha left and right ngiyakutha akekho zokhuza ufela umfuza ngoba khona ukumyuza ngifunza amanga ngabazali ubheke imali ezosala inhliziyo yakhala ukreka ingqondo yephuma yempondo yosaba lomlando suka emnyango sijiya emsamo mawudakhi bazoqindezela shisa impepho lete namakhandlela as long as inhliziyo isakhahlela ntwana sobaphahlela kulaba abasicindezelayo ntwana yahleka sibonge impilo ithathe yangibeka
Isono by God Smoky. Siyabonga kakhulu balaleli bethu sithi singena kanjalo ke no Mr Shadrack. Ba. Mr. Shadrack, we have one of our listeners on Facebook. Oh, he has a question for you now. He's asking, question to the champ, brother Shed. I have watched so many fights of EFC. Yeah, you guys must be tough. Have you ever been knocked out? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the fun question. Everyone asks me that. So I've never been knocked out, never been finished. You can go check. No, I've never been knocked out. I've got about, from the amateur days to today, I've got about 17, 16 fights. I didn't get knocked out.
Damn,
never been finished.
We've been sitting with some professionalism here, guys. Like, I'm a champion.
I fight safe. I don't fight tough. I don't try to prove that I'm tougher than the other guy. I just want to outsmart him. Like I'm tricking him into things.
You know, when I watch your WWE wrestling, it's they have those fake fists and slaps and what. How do you actually is there a training for all of those motions and stuff like that? I just want to
motions in terms of fake.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing fake happening in a cage. You're getting messed up. Like they're trying to.
Oh, you are a cage fight.
Yes, it's a cage fight.
Oh,
what do you think?
Is it illegal?
No, it's not. It's a sport. It's a sport. It's a sport. It's mainstream. It's a sport. But everything that's happening in there, it's real. You getting punched for real. You're getting kicked for real. You're getting picked up and tossed on your head for real. Like everything is real. Like.
I think Rambo was one of the. Yeah, Rambo. Ne, loba mfaka a caging.
Oh, I know Rambo.
You don't know Rambo.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah,
no.
He was not one of Gabe Fetch. Now stay cage fighting.
You're just naming all the action.
No, I wanna.
What is a cage fighting?
It's where they badge. This one is gonna win.
There is betting. Betting. It's basically how we fight. They fight in the cage. I don't know if I can give you as an example.
There is no going out. Ngenile.
Because this cage.
Okay.
Yeah. You can jump out, but why did you go in there?
When we are jumping out, so it's a loss for you.
It's a loss, yeah. It's an embarrassing loss. Yes. Why are you jumping out? You have to finish what you start.
They are finishing me here.
So, okay, what was your interesting fight when it came to you always fight and what ne? But what was that that I will never forget this fight. What was it and where was it? What was the main one? Like I wanted to pabang shyly the way they actually beat you up and your rip was whatever, or where you won.
Yeah. So I fought for the title, the GFC title, right? And that was like a year ago, and there was this guy, like he was just insane.
How huge
Koza,
was he?
Abel Koza.
Oh,
If he's
Abel
watching
Koza.
this, yes, shout out to Abel Koza. Nice guy. Didn't like you much before we fought.
Oh,
Didn't like
okay.
much.
You
There
had
was a
that
bit of-
grudge.
Not a grudge, but I wanted to punch him in the face for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but we went like 5 rounds. Why? Why did I want to punch him in the face?
Yeah.
We were fighting for the belt, and it's me or him. I like me more.
Yo, there's no room for losing.
There's no room for losing. It's you, and I feel like if I had to choose, I'll choose me. So that's fine. Like we went to like for 5 rounds of Jack war, and there were times where like I thought he would give up. He was the toughest opponent in terms of like I've made people quit in a cage a lot of times. Like just put the pace on them and they can't breathe anymore. They just want to find a way out. And I really put it on Abel Cause, and you're just like, you just refused to quit until we went to decisions. I won, of course. Yeah, Abel can get that. but I will always remember him as like one of the toughest guys I've ever faced. Like he was not, as I told you, if you're not submitting, it's harder for the punisher to even enjoy the punishment he's giving you.
Okay.
He really was the hardest. Nice fight. I enjoyed it. But I wanted to end, so I still have bragging rights.
Oh. All right. Shout out to Abel Cause. Ntwana bathi nje wena bongafuna give up. You didn't want to give up. You say, hey, a good man never goes down.
He doesn't go down. He doesn't go down. He's a legend. I love it.
He was in Kalagata. Hotowa of days. Like you were like, ish. At this one,
yeah, there was a point where I was looking at him like, bro, at some point you have to just stop.
So what about you? If you were looking at your opponent like that, what about you? What were you saying to yourself? You're like, hey,
I don't stop. You have to kill me. I'm not stopping for nothing. There's no stopping. No.
So you don't get tired?
I do. I like winning. The idea of going home, the loss, started explaining to my girlfriend, like, what, I want a baby, what happened is...
And you're all moody.
Nah, I don't get moody. It's just a job for me, honestly. I go there, I get the job done, and I go home. It's a different...
You have to go with her.
Go with her. My lady. She goes to a fight.
Bonny Khethiwe, but
sikhona thina somchelida. Hey Bell. Abo Shadrack.
Yeah, you have to go with her.
Yeah, she goes to the fight.
She's also a fighter.
No, she's a script writer.
Yeah. Shout out to her. Darling, nje we have the same taste. I'm joking.
She's a script writer. Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Nice.
All right, to you, Lunga Gcwabe, siyabonga kakhulu with your question, and I hope you have been answered. Ningakhohlwa balaleli bethu, it's 0615247758. Ukhethiwe Khethiwe kaMnguni. Ngithi ke siyayiqhubekisa lento mengabe ufuna ukwazi kabanzi nge-wrestling, nge-boxing, nge-karate, yazini yonke into, and yeah, and maybe probably you are a victim of self-defense or in like you are a victim where the government has actually failed you when it comes to you were defending yourself and now uzithola usejele. Sicela nje ungakhohlwa ukusibhalela on our Facebook, and yeah, umamele nje hlala nathi kabanzi sisazombuza nje ubab Shadrack kakhulu nje sifuna ukwazi kabanzi ukuthi how dangerous is the sport? How dangerous is it?
How dangerous is it? Scale of 1 to 10? Very. It's like 10.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say that. It gets.
So why are you risking?
That's why you need like years of training and years of like really like perfecting your craft, and it takes more psychologically than it takes physically, because most of the time the fight is not won by like how strong you are. Most of the time it's won about like who is gonna give up first, because it gets so hard in there. The light is just so big and there's so many people, and you've been a tough guy in your neighborhood like for like 10 years. So people are like coming, like the people you moved when you're in high school, they're coming to check if you're gonna catch a hiding today. So you have to like show up, and the pressure's on, and you can break your leg, you can break an arm, you can get submitted, choked out, go to sleep. You not has not happened yet. No one has died yet, but it's a fight. It's a fight. Anything can happen in a fight.
All right. I do watch these action movies. Ne? There's this certain part where they actually and the person when and then the person, how true is that I'm gonna touch this person here or just put a needle there?
No,
and then that person.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening. You need like it's not happening. I trust me. Like the action movies, like it's look aesthetic. It's beautiful to see. Like someone just like chops someone and he falls. In the real world, you chop someone, he gets pissed off.
They want more.
Now you wanna chop you for real. Like trust me, you don't wanna do the choppy.
Hey Pela, at least I know.
What I can tell you for sure is if you do a rear naked choke, which is like you put his neck here and you lock him up.
Yeah, right? my child got into trouble for that. Yes. There's this ask Chrissy.
You're about to send him to jail now, man.
Yeah. Like my firstborn actually got in trouble for that. There's this bully at school, so he always bullies the second born, her brother. Yes. So she was so tired, and because he's tall, she just ran to him, and the way she was explaining it's like, yo ma, I even hold him like this, like I was choking him. And up until the classmates were like, hey Chris, you wanna kill this person? Because now they turn red. Yes. And she came home so shocked and crying like, yo mama, I almost killed someone. Like, where did you even learn that?
No, not even kill. They wouldn't die. They would go to sleep. They'll go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Pella was shocked. Nah. Because, she actually described, I was doing it and I didn't want to let go. And, he was trying to, because he's tall.
He's tall,
and she kicked the knees. So it's like, I kicked the knees, and he was like.
You got a natural. She's a natural. She's a fight at heart.
Hey, I know she is. But I won't
that most likely would work before your action heroes. I think you live with an action hero at all.
Yeah, no, I don't condone that though, because it's too violent. I used to condone it in my situation because they actually saw a lot of abuse. I can put it like that. So they would actually want to we're gonna fight for mommy and stuff. Yeah. So when she told me like, I was like, this child. But anyway, we are not there. So okay. Hey, yeah. I wanna know. Okay, so you're saying it's not true.
The chop and the stuff. It works if you chopping like the vocal cords and stuff. It's painful, right? But I'm not dying. It's painful. I most likely will just get really angry that you just chopped my throat. And then
okay, so as a woman, and I want to fight for myself, probably I'm in a situation where like they want to actually rob me, take my phone, and then the perpetrator come at the back of me. How can I actually defend myself when that person is actually probably wants to choke me or wants to lay me down? How can I actually
the thing with women, because you're smaller than most people that come at you, right? So you can't be targeting big muscles. You can't be holding his bicep, thinking it's gonna just come off, right? Yeah. If I am behind her, I'm choking her, she can't just hold my bicep and thinking I'm just gonna come off. So you start attacking smaller limbs, like the fingers, like poke the eye, like do some attack smaller.
What about the balls? Because now this person is.
That works all the time.
I can actually go. I
that actually works. It does. That actually works. You can stomp on the toes. You can pull the finger. You can poke the eye. You can touch the groin.
Okay, I can poke the eye, but what kind of pressure must I actually, what kind of force? Because I'm gonna be like, it's not gonna be like, because maybe that person is actually tall, I cannot like reach there, and obviously the arm is actually gonna be showing that I'm actually defending myself. So I don't want to defend myself where he's actually seeing where my actions are actually coming from. So how can I actually do it besides using my hands?
To poke the eye.
No, besides defending myself, besides using my hands, because obviously that perpetrator will actually see that my hands
you're
are
about
coming.
to do something funny.
Here's
the thing. If a man attacks you from behind, you'll be on the ground within seconds. Not all of them, obviously, but if like a physically imposing man attacks you, you'll be on the ground within seconds. So when you're on the ground and you're facing these, it's danger.
Okay.
You're getting choked out, you're getting like whatever. How hard you want to poke the eye, it depends on how hard you want to leave.
What's the for you? What would be the first? Let's say you are a woman. What would be the first how can I put first point? Yeah, the first point that you actually gonna attack.
The knee to the groin.
The way?
The knee to the groin.
The knee.
Yeah.
Itolo. Yeah. Way.
Straight to the groin.
Oh.
His main part.
Oh, am I sending? It's just say balls. By the balls, by faith.
By the balls.
Yeah. It's okay. Say balls.
You're gonna make me lose sponsors.
Okay. All right. But a little bit nani niyazi ukuthi esishaya amasende sishama siyabhoboza la ekhaya. It's 0615247758. Ngithi ngikushaya no kayise uthi so nini.
Wait. Can you dance it today, guys?
You're not here. Yes, umlaleli khasi buya kamnandi kanjalo ke nje sibuya ngokayise ethi nje sonini kumnandi kanjalo ke nje khumbula ukuthi sihlezi ke no Shadrack lana simbuza no Shadrack hayibo sihlezi lana no Shadrack simbuza ukuthi nje kuhamba kanjani usitshela ngejourney yakhe yezinto akazenza ukwakubala ke nje ama boxing wabala zonke izinto khumbula umlaleli ekhaya ukuthi kusayona ke i-share radio lena kanti ke uhlelo yikho la sithi khona Sistahood singena njalo ngolesihlanu ngolesine ku 11 to 1 so Shadrack ke ngizwe Shadrack hi guys Shadrack pele why Shadrack hayibo now you Shadrack
Enrique it's okay it's cool
I'm so sorry ne
Uchamekile uboni balaleli bethi ngicela ningasikhohlwa kena on 0615247758 hey sihleli neyazini nesigaqagaqa nje sensizwa la ichemba Yes, Shadrack ningamthola on Facebook, you get him also on your Instagram. Or Shadrack Yemba. Yes, and he's actually a champion in the UFC. Yeah. UFC.
I'm a EFC, yes.
Yeah, EFC. Yeah, in the AFC. So mlalelo wami mengabe nje uzwile bohleli nathi uyazi ukuthi sikhuluma ngani self defense and yeah there's a lot. If there is some questions that you actually want to ask Mr. Shed, you can actually ask him on 061 524 7758. Mr. Shrek, as we actually were talking, you were saying, hey, it's a huge and a hard job where like we actually ask you a question after the break, right? And we were like, before, we were like, so now if it was your best friend, and because this is your bread and butter, would we actually have mercy on your friend, and you are in the cage together and you have to fight? So how would you actually take that as
in
as a competition, or man, hey, this is my friend and I've been winning, and they know me as a champion. Let me just give him a let me just
My friend, take it
no.
fully.
If he's my best friend, he will know he must fight for his life.
Ah.
Yeah, he will know. If you come there to play around, I'll hurt you.
So
It's
our
business.
friendship-
It's business. I'm not. As I said, it's like I've got a daughter that I love dearly. I've got a girlfriend. I've got family. I've got dreams and stuff. You've got yours as well, right? And by all means, you have to do your worst to me to attain yours, as I will do my worst to you to attain mine. And
So that doesn't affect your relationship.
your friendship, like okay, do they actually pay you, like, let's say I know this person doesn't train a lot and stuff, and I know that you're gonna beat the hell out of them. Do you actually get those people like, let's pay him, let's just bribe Shed, because obviously you're gonna win this championship and we need to actually grow this one, we need to grow his brand. Do actually do some managers come to you and pay you a lot of money without getting
or like to give the fight away? No, nothing like that has happened to me. I can't I testify to that, honestly. It does happen in a sport. It's a fight sport, a lot of crooks around. So it does happen, but not to me. It has not happened to me. All I know is, if we were in a fight scenario, you step in that cage, you step with your baby, you step with your grandmother, leave them at home. Don't go in a cage with them.
All right. Z, do you have a question for?
How can someone build confidence in their self-defense?
In their self-defense, like, confidence in self-defense is based mainly about you first being confident with your skill set. Like, you're learning new stuff, you're learning new techniques. It's question of how much do you believe in yourself to actually use them when these situations happen to you. It's not just about going and learning how to punch. It's you're gonna learn how to punch, and what if you get into a situation where you actually have to put in the work, to put in the things you've learned into action? Because most people don't know how to do that transition, of like coming from training. He learns how to train, and she learns how to train all through her life, and then when she's in danger, suddenly she freezes. Right? So it's about you having confidence in the skill set you're being given, and your coaches boosting your confidence, because the whole thing about self-defense is to empower you to feel like you don't have to be anybody's victim. Right? Okay. You don't have to be a victim for you to be. You don't need sympathy. You don't need people to feel sorry for you, to be like, oh, shame, look how they beat you up. No, because if someone attacks you, let people feel sorry for him for attacking you. You don't have to be the victim. You can be the hammer.
But it's true. That's true. Earlier on we were speaking about some victims that are actually in the correctional service. In the correctional services where they actually in jail.
In jail,
prison, for self-defense. So what would you tell those listeners who are actually listening through in prison right now?
They're in jail for self-defense. What do you mean? Like they defended themselves, and then they got arrested for what did they defend themselves with?
Let's say it's rape. And then they kill the person.
They shot the person.
No, kill.
What you are being raped,
with defending
then
themselves.
you maybe there's a knife here. You take the knife
Yes,
and try
yes,
to
yes,
try to kill the person.
Yes.
Not the fact that you're trying to kill the person, but you're trying to defend yourself. Uguti, this person must stop what he's doing.
100%. So I'm not a lawyer, right? I would not know what are the implications of you stabbing someone, but I'm human, so I'll understand the human side of it. If you're being raped and there's a knife, stab him.
So you're telling me that there is actually no
self-defense.
It is self-defense. You stabbed him because you're defending yourself. You need to leave to fight another day. So right now they leave. Now they have to fight the case, and it's really like bad and heartbreaking that they will arrest someone that was in that scenario defending her life, right? Because what was she supposed to do? That's what the law has to come in place where it's like, you can't shoot a man that breaks into your house unless he shoots you first.
Yeah.
Or he shoots first.
Wow.
So
if I go.
So that's where the law gets a bit tricky.
Because they will ask you must point where he actually shot.
He shot.
Because most of them would be like, no, I was defending myself. But where is the gun? Where is the gun shot?
That's not fair.
True. Like you can't. So basically it comes to a place where someone jumps in my house, you must first get to my daughter, do something messy, and then I can deal with him. So you must first do something to you, most likely kill you before you kill him.
That's true.
Kill me before I kill you.
That's basically it. You're gonna die.
Okay, but fair to nani niyazi sino Mr. Shadrack. Hey. Yes, kuningi when you talk about self-defense and you wanna know more, you can actually find Mr. Shadrack at
Shadrack Djunga and Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, and but a little bit too, he said he does training for free if you are actually
not affording.
No, if you are actually motivated and you are you have discipline, so you can actually get him through that in on Instagram. And to say you get him there, you get him on your Facebook too. So you were actually gonna leave your numbers, but you will leave your numbers with the producer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, regarding the self-defense. Okay. Don't you have other questions, guys?
Like, I want to ask, what advice can you give a woman who are starting this like self-defending?
Advice in terms of, I really think every single human being must learn how to defend themselves. Whether you're doing it as a sport or not, you don't have to become a professional fighter. I feel like, especially mothers, you can start already by sending your kids to kiddies classes where they're just learning jiu-jitsu. They're just like girls and boys playing around. They're not even learning how to fight. They're just really playing around with different small techniques, and they're already growing up in that environment. And when these kids start so young, the time they're 7, they're not bullying each other.
Yeah.
Because at school, she understands, or he understands what he's really capable of. He's not trying to like punch the other kid in the face or whatever. But when you put your kids away from that completely, they go start experimenting with other people's kids at school because they don't have discipline. They don't have like the responsibility that comes with all that knowledge about like they don't understand what is violence. But when you start already like sending your kids to a martial arts school early, they grow up to be better people. I truly believe martial artists are better human beings because I am already capable of violence, right? So if I wanted to be violent, I can really be violent. If I choose not to, that makes me a good person, basically, right?
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's not a question of choice. But if I'm just like the guy that's always trying to prove points and swinging around because I don't understand really what can happen, I become the bully. Because not everyone can be swinging around. Just because you're 6'4" and you're bigger than all of us, you're suddenly moving the whole wood. You know, stuff like that. I think you must send it. Advice will be get to a MMA gym, get to a boxing gym, get to any form of combat sport gym as a woman, and start taking your classes, start to enjoy the process. It's hard, but enjoy the process.
You know, I have a question. What kind of weight should a person start these classes, the self-defense classes?
All weights, all sizes.
Yeah, what if already my body is self-defending? No, but I'm asking because if I can actually, most of the people are actually physically fit. They can actually, and let's look at me. I already have my fat and what's what,
Yeah.
and it's very hard for me. Do you actually have your first what we call them your first not first class man? Because in the first your first training thingy, ish.
No, so if I can answer you easily,
I see. There's an intermediate.
entry.
Yeah, the entry one, the entry level offers.
There's no such thing in combat sport. Honestly, the whole point of a gym is we do not discriminate.
Okay.
That's the first beautiful thing about combat sport.
Yeah,
because
so I'm joining.
your weight could be an advantage in the fight.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
You're joining where?
So yeah. So you can have an advantage in the fight. There's advantage that Zoe has that you won't have. Maybe it's speed, agility, right?
Yeah.
But you have the advantage of weight, strength, right? So I'm not gonna tell you suddenly like, oh no, God, you're too big for this. No, there's 100 kg people that train boxing, can barely move from here to the end of the room, but it's for our job is to make them feel at home, no matter what they're capable of.
Alright, niyazizwela nani balalele usidudla uslender ufit uyangena kuleli uyangena nje. If you see yourself, if you see your body as me I cannot. No, your body can.
Never
As Mr. Shadrack has said, ukuthi hey baba, your body can. It depends and actually can work on your advantage and on your disadvantage too. So yeah, ngena ntwana yami usidudla uslender ufit. Ungakhohlwa ukuthi titipote on 061 524 7758 ku WhatsApp. Oh, you tsenele karate so. Yeah, we just got a thread balaleli bethu, we just got a thread. Singikutsheleke mina nguRambo ntwana yami ngiyazi nguJohn Cena, you can see me, you cannot see me. All right, it was a beautiful. It's a beautiful. I hope nathi abaleli bethu bamamele vele ukuthi hey baba kunzima la ngaphandle. If you know and you wanna, okay, yeah. And I do have a question before we go far. Mr. Shadrack, is there any you can actually do workshops in the townships, right? Because now we are here, and there's probably there's no way where actually how can we actually find you, or can we actually you can actually start coming this side to do your workshops? Are you actually planning for you to be doing that?
So basically, what happens most of the time is the people from a certain area will contact and we'll organize like a fun day, like a fun day. So we have like food stands on a park or in a soccer place, like a soccer ground, whatever. Like you guys are from here, let's say for example you organize something, a fun day, and you want to bring, and then we make it like a whole day of just like family and kids, and we're just having fun. We're learning a couple of techniques. I'll bring my students, I'll bring my teammates, people that also want to give back to the community. And like we usually organize things like wherever they are. If it's within Joburg, of course, I'm sorry, guys. We're not that there. Wait for the money. So, if it's within Joburg, we can make a plan. We'll organize a whole day as long as we have people from that community that's helping us, because we can't just come to your community and pull out gloves.
So, would you actually also help the oldies, your grannies,
That'd be beautiful. I mean, I like grannies.
All right, but a little bit if you actually looking to, maybe you wanna do an event and you wanna invite Mr. Shadrack, you can actually find him on Share Radio Online. In this episode, he actually does tell us about his handles, your social media handles, and you can actually holler at us if you want to know more on 061 524 7758. But elbami so kuleso sikhathi sokuthi sinishiye. I hope you have learned so much. It's Khethiwe Mnguni. You can get me via Facebook, your TikTok, your X, and your Instagram. Ngithi bye bye. So
goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye guys. Ngikushano Kid Epic and Cheese Boy uthi 4th Street. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye. Besikhuluma ngamakarati namhlanje. Like your karate.
Hold your body tight, I just wanna ride you. Hold your body tight, I just wanna ride you. Hold your body tight, I just wanna ride you. Yeah. Your body is precious. Your body is precious. Your body is precious. In the summer.
Time is coming, yeah. I just wanna give you my love this summer. I never thought I'd be running like a fool. I never thought I'd be out here missing you. I just wanna dive in the ocean. I just wanna dive in the ocean. I just wanna dive in the ocean, honey, you're my potion. I just wanna ride along with you. I just wanna dive in the ocean, honey, you're my potion. I just wanna be alone with you.